Man, I'm so hairy. Hey you, yes you. Are you South African Indian? Always wondering if you are Indian enough? Are you constantly worried that others label you as a coconut? If you answered yes to any of these questions, well then this video is for you. That's right, by the end of this video, you will be able to tell whether you are a proper South African Indian. So without further ado, let's begin with the Are You South African Indian Enough? Test. The first test. I need you to pause this video. Don't exit this, just pause it and then come back, okay? Promise? Good. Go into your living room or your lounge, wherever it is you watch TV. I don't care. Go now. Are your settees made out of leather? Did you just ask me what's a settee? Tut tut. But if your settees are made out of this velvety, what is this material? Whatever this material, velvety, soft. It might not be this pinky color, it might be a red, it might be a dark emerald green, it might be a bluey color. There are very many different variations of this velvety settee. But as long as it's velvety like this, then hey, you might just be Indian enough.
Oh,
hey, also, while you're checking on your settees, check on the way to your TV room, maybe in the dining room. There's usually a cabinet, like a glass cabinet or like an open cabinet, and usually on this cabinet is all your child's trophies from when they were in school. Like every single trophy or medal that your child ever received from school, like from primary school. You'll definitely have the trophies awarded for, you know, first team cricket, volleyball team. What other Indian sports? Cricket, volleyball, yeah, that's about it. And then some other trophies, like they probably won a medal for like the three-legged race and for swimming one lap in the pool. You'll see there, this trophy is awarded to Navashan for the wheelbarrow race. Even though Navashan is now 52 years old, married with kids, that trophy will still be there in that display cabinet. Just go and check in that display cabinet. I'm telling you now, you're gonna find those old ass trophies and medals collecting dust, losing their color. But don't worry, because they'll be there in that display cabinet.
Oh,
do you have a mango tree in your garden? You don't? Tut tut. Which do you prefer? This juicy, ripe mango or this not so juicy, unripe mango? This isn't a trick question. I'm just joking. It was a trick question. You were supposed to pick the unripe mango. Everyone knows that if you are Indian, you will always choose a green mango over a yellow mango. Psh. And you call yourself Indian. You, yes you who chose that yellow mango. Everyone knows that if you're a proper Indian, you would choose that unripe mango and you would eat it with masala and salt. Did your mouth just water when I said that? Well then, hey, you're a proper Indian. And just by the way, if you said ew, gross when I mentioned eating unripe mangoes with masala and salt, well guess what? Your face is gross.
Oh,
do you ever go to a Western restaurant and at the end of your meal complain about how bland that meal was? You're nodding your head, aren't you? At the end of your meal, do you ever say things like, "Hey, but this was so bland, man, eh?" Or how about, "Hey, but you can't beat one nice laka curry, eh?" Or do you ever say, "Hey, but there's no spice in this. How these people eat this thing? Only salt and pepper they put in this thing." Hey, then guess what? You're definitely Indian. Definitely. In fact, when you go out to a restaurant, would you still probably go to an Indian restaurant? Even though you eat curry pretty much every day? Well, let me tell you something. You're a pukka Indian.
Oyo.
Do you ever go on and on and on and on and on about English football? And listen, I'm not talking about South African soccer. Oh no, no. I'm not talking about Bafuna. Oh no. I'm talking about English football. For example, have you ever said one of these things? Man U for life. Hey, Liverpool is so stupid.
Go Gunners.
And here's a bonus question. Is your favorite team's logo your profile picture on Facebook? Well, let me tell you something. You're so Indian that there's just no hope for you, to be honest.
Oyo.
Do you have something that looks like this in your house? Then chances are you're Indian.
Oyo.
Do you take a bath with an orange sack? Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know. Now, do you or do you not take a bath with an orange sack? Or do you use a fancy little sponge from Clicks? I know you're using that old orange sack from Fruit and Veg. I know. After all, you're Indian. For what now you must go and buy an extra sponge to lather yourself when you've got that empty orange sack sitting right there in front of you and it's just waiting to be made into a sponge? And for free! Yeah, a boer maak a plan, but an Indian maak a life hack. Tell me, is there someone in your family who's either a school teacher or a school principal? No? Why don't you go check? Pause the video. Don't like quit the video. Just pause it and come back. Pause the video and go and ask your parents. Go check your family tree. I'm prepared to bet all the money I have in the world, which isn't a lot, but still, that somewhere down the line, somewhere, you have a school teacher or a school principal in your family.
Oyo.
And lastly, do you have that one auntie who's always trying to hook you up with a chemical engineer, a doctor, accountant, a lawyer? It doesn't matter what his personality is like. No. Like, it doesn't matter whether he's funny or kind or all of those things which matter. No. She'll just be like, hey, I found one nice boy for you. He's a chemical engineer. And you're like, but is he at least, is he funny? Is he handsome? Is he kind? And she'll be like, what you worrying about those things? I told you he's a chemical engineer. Hey, this girl must get her priorities right. And that is the end of the Am I South African Indian Enough test. How did you do? Are you a proper South African Indian, or are you a coconut? Or are you just sitting on the fence in between? I know I came up with this test, but I also did the test myself and I didn't check all the boxes, so I think I'm sitting on the fence. I think I'm a healthy combination of like South African Indian and like coconut. But where are you on the Indian spectrum? And seriously, in all seriousness, did I just say seriously? In all seriousness, I think I just did. This is not a real test. I can't believe I'm even saying this. But every time I go through this, every time there will be that one person who's be like, this is not what makes us Indian. Why are you spreading all this nonsense to the world, telling everyone that this is what makes you Indian? No. Whether you tick those boxes or not, it does not define you. It does not define your heritage. It doesn't define you as an Indian. It doesn't make you more of an Indian or less of an Indian. It doesn't mean anything, seriously. There's obviously no such thing as a proper South African Indian or a typical South African Indian. All those things I mentioned, those are all stereotypes. Yes, just be you, live your own life, do your own thing. What matters is you being you. Just have a laugh, that's all I'm asking, you know. Let me know if you ticked any of those boxes. And hey, let me know if you're not Indian and you tick any of those boxes. A very happy Heritage Day to you. Whatever your heritage is, celebrate it. I made a video like this a very long time ago. like when I first started my channel, I had to watch it again just so that I didn't repeat myself in this video. And genuinely I was watching it like because it was just so cringeworthy. So if you want to watch that now, I'll leave that in the description. Enjoy your day off. It's not really a day off to me because, as you know, I resigned from my job and every day is a day off to me. So that's nice. That got awkward. Don't forget to follow me on all the social medias, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you don't subscribe to my channel, I'll be very disappointed. And I will see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.